Over the years, I've been fortunate enough to have spent time with millionaires as well as a billionaire. And during that period, I've really noticed what's made them successful in regards to their mindset and the habits they've enforced in their life. So in this video, I'm going to reveal to you the 3 signs that will really determine whether or not you're on path towards success. So I urge you, if this already sounds like you, the signs I'll be revealing today, I urge you and challenge you to times 10 it so you constantly better yourself, right? And if these signs don't sound like you, I challenge you to basically try it out and make it part of your identity, as these traits will make you successful. There's no doubt about it, as it's modeled after billionaires as well as millionaires I've spent time with. Okay guys, so let us begin. The first point is all to do with speed of implementation. So what I've noticed from having spent time with very successful people is the rate they absorb information and actually go do it. Speed of implementation. They literally do it like there is no tomorrow. So to give you an example, I was on a Skype call with my billionaire mentor and I was giving him some advice on digital marketing, as that's my area of specialty, and he didn't really know much about Facebook advertisement. So I told him the tweaks he could make to make his campaign more successful, and I got off the call and I noticed there was a little ting sound you get from Skype, and I checked the message and he's like, "Tim, I've finished, what shall I do next?" Literally within 50 seconds, he'd already done it. That was incredible. But this was just a pattern I noticed amongst very successful people. It's like, you know, they read a book, they get that little snippet of information and they apply it on their life immediately. It's literally like they pull the trigger like then. They don't even think about it. There is no data for later. There is none of this shelf help. They literally absorb and implement. So this is something that I ensure that I implemented in my life, you know, because this is one of those traits that you've really got to enforce on yourself. So nowadays, whenever I learn something, I'm like, boom, I do it. And in fact, I recall when I was trying to get my first mentor, I knew he was challenging me to see how hungry I was. And he told me about where he lived. And basically, I knew he was kind of hinting that I should book tickets. So as soon as I got off that call, within the 30 seconds, I'd already booked that ticket. So I messaged them. I was like, okay, so do you want to meet me at the station and we'll go to your house? And yeah, you can be assured that he ended up becoming my mentor as a result, you know, because I just demonstrated to him how hungry I was. So I urge you to increase your speed of implementation, the rate you take action, as you'll really begin to see results faster. Okay guys, let's go on to the next point. Okay, the second point is the ability to take action when you feel uncertain. You see, a lot of successful people that I've spent time with, right, whenever they don't feel sure about something, before that mind even like has that time to basically stop them in their tracks, they'd already paid for it and they've already moved forwards. One of Tony Robbins' quotes summarizes this perfectly. He said that success is determined by the amount of uncertainty that you can comfortably handle. This is what I've noticed in regards to, you know, successful people. They literally can handle that amount of uncertainty. When they don't feel sure, they just pull the trigger to find out whether or not it's a good idea, right? They literally pull the trigger. They never hesitate because they realize how important time is. So they don't waste time. They literally just do it and figure out whether or not it's a good idea. If they end up failing, they learn from it, but they don't procrastinate. They just take that action, right? Even if they feel uncertain, they're like, boom, they do it. So that's the second sign. It's about the ability to take action when you feel uncertain. Okay, let's go on to the last point, guys. Okay, the last point is all to do with how much you value your time. If you're somebody who makes every single second count towards your dream and you don't waste any single second as you realize how important time is, that's a sign that you're going to be incredibly successful. What I've noticed from hanging around with very successful people is that they value their time and they're really strict about it. They schedule that shit in and they never waste time. They don't lounge about. They don't spend time on social media. They don't spend time watching Netflix or all this bullshit news on the TV. They're out there making their dream happen, right? And they also have a really crazy morning and evening schedule. Like they go to sleep quite early usually. They wake up early around 4 a.m. and they're out there doing it. 18-hour days. Like literally just grinding, hustling, making it happen. And so this is total opposite of average people if you think about it. Average people, they complain of their 8-hour shifts or 9-hour shifts at work. Whereas successful people, because they're doing what they love, they can't get enough of it. They can't stop. That's why they're happy to do their 18-hour days and so forth. So this is something that I made sure I enforced. As a lot of you guys know, I've got a crazy morning ritual which starts usually at around 5 or 6 a.m. So guys, there are the 3 signs, right? The first sign is speed of implementation, the rate you can take action. The second sign is about your ability to take action when you don't feel sure, right? The third sign is all to do with how you treat your time. Are you somebody who wastes your time on social media, or are you somebody who goes out and makes it happen? Okay guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to this, make sure to subscribe. As always, follow your heart and take action, and let's go live the life we're born to live. Let's go.